Um, welcome. I haven't been on in a minute, but I'm here now, and I just wanted to go ahead and um, get with you on. There's a lot of two. Well, first of all, welcome to Who to Watch Sports. Okay, I'm your sports. What I call it myself, my your sports analyst, so to speak, on Who to Watch. And this is the channel where we look at different things that are happening with different certain players and positions, whatnot for sports. Normally, as you go back and look at some of my videos, all the way going back to the beginning of the year, we always focus on some of the major, your quarterbacks, your running backs, receivers, those. But I like to focus on some different aspects of the game and the players in the game. So there's been a lot of talk. Of course, we know Deion Sanders has gone with Colorado and has developed that program very well. To be exact. I'm very impressed with him for what he's done so far. So what I want to do is go over some of the analysis that I have pulled together as it relates to some of the specifics that he has done and what I went through and did some research on the NFL for the two. I was looking for the two players, and believe it or not, I found out that they have two and three-way players. So I want to just go over that real quick because we know that with Travis Hunter going into the getting ready to be drafted possibly, and just a lot of with some of the players that are going on. I did not know that in the NFL. I'm going to first start with they have the first. I found the NFL had these statistics. Did you know the top five famous two and three-way players in NFL history? So I'm going to go over that with you real quick. And that was very good to see. And guess who's number one? Deion Sanders. He was in the NFL. In the NFL, he played for the teams Atlanta, Dallas, Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, Washington, and Baltimore Ravens. I didn't even know he played for all those teams. So, technically speaking, we have to be honest. This man has, if not more than, I mean, he really has established the bar for raising the bar for doing things that are somewhat unique and different, bringing a different feel to the game. And that's why I used to like to watch him play. So, but he played on those teams, and so he played the position of special teams, kick return, and punt returner, and he played offense wide receiver. Then there's also Chuck Bednarik of the Philadelphia Eagles. He played offense and on offense he played center, and on defense he played linebacker. And then after that we have Sammy Baugh of Washington Redskins. He played offense. He played quarterback, and he also played defense, safety, and punter. So he was a three-way player as well. And then we have Sammy Baugh. Well, that's Sammy Baugh, the Redskins. But then we have Don Hudson of Green Bay Packers. He on defense, he plays safety, and on offense, wide receiver. So this was fun for me because I had to go look them up. I didn't know who these players were. And then there was Patrick Ricard of the Baltimore Ravens. He played on defense, defensive ends, and offense fullback. So the NFL has named these as the top five famous two and two-way players. Well, three-way with Dion playing all those positions, and also Sammy Baugh. And so then we go to there are the 11 players that the two-way players in the NFL football, and those players are, and I'm going to range them from current. So watch this. 2017 is where we're going to start. Adoree Jackson, Tennessee Titans. His position was offense, running back, and defense. He played defensive back. Then we go to 2006 to 2016. There's Devin Hester of Chicago Bears. His position was offense, wide receiver, defense, returner, special teams. Then we have in 2014 to 2015, we have J.J. Wyatt. He played with the Houston Texans, and he played an offense receiver, and in defense he played defensive end. Then we have here Mike Vrabel for the Steelers and Patriots. Those are two teams he played for. His position in offense was wide receiver, and defense he played linebacker and cornerback. So he played three positions. Patrick Peterson, Cardinals. He played three positions. His position in offense was running back, defense cornerback, special teams return specialist. And in 2012, we had Tari Poe from Kansas City Chiefs. He played in position as running back, and he also played that's on offense. And then on defense, he played defensive tackle. In 2010, Rob Gronkowski with New England Patriots. He played on offense, tight end, and in defense pass. Everybody recognizes his name. He was pretty. Julian Edelman is another one. New England Patriots position. He played in offense, wide receiver. He was a three-way player, wide receiver, defensive linebacker, and special teams punt returns. In 1995 to 2001, we had Cordell Stewart with Pittsburgh Steelers, positions offense, quarterback, and wide receiver. And we had 1998 Randy Moss, Vikings and Patriots. He played wide receiver on offense, defense back, and special teams punt returner. So he was a three-way player. And then we had in 1993 Troy Brown, another three-way player who played New England Patriots, positions offense, wide receiver, defensive back, and special teams. So he played wide receiver on offense, defensive back, special teams, punt returners. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just from 2017 all the way down to 1993 that played three-way. So we're talking about these two-way players, but we got these three-way players out here as well. And I don't know if they've received a lot of play, but I'm thinking now with Travis Hunter coming forth, going from college into that, I want to challenge all the NFL players out there. If you can play more than one position, we want to see you bring it up to 2020. There may be some out there that I'm not aware of, but this is what the NFL has showing. So we want to see who the new class are going to be of two-way and three-way players. And I'm very excited that I found this data and that now I can look at that and go forth. And now that they have the top 5 famous players being Dion, Chuck Bednarik, Sammy Baugh, and Don Hudson and Patrick Ricard, I think it's because of their numbers. And I didn't get into all of that, but I just wanted you to know that just two ways. So I'm going to do college next because we're in the college to have that championships. I think some more are coming, and then I want to piggyback on the fact that Travis Hunter has brought all this attention to two-way players. But right now, based on this list, the present NFL players could step up, and I don't know if this is something to do with coaching, how they do that with the two-way players or three-way players. But I am very impressed. So hopefully we can just do, when we get to the point where we advance this show, we're going to have we're going to get some of these guys to come on and just kind of put in their 2 or 3 cents about the fact that, they played those parts. They played those positions and may not have received as much attention to it now. But this is a time I feel for them to come forward and kind of put out there what it was like to play it, what they think the new players have to bring to the game, who they want to see, what positions they want to see. So it's very exciting for me. And every time I do this, which is not planned, but every time I do this, I come up with something new I'm discovering. And I think the reason I like Who to Watch, I named it Who to Watch, was because I said I wanted to do the punters, the linemen. I want attention on them. I want attention on kickers. But now I'm finding there are these other elements of the game that I did not know. And this is what's really exciting for me. So we're going to be reporting more about what we see. And we're going to try to ride on this 2- and 3-way players. So I'm going to do some more looking to see right now and present, because as you can see, my numbers with the NFL only went up to 2017. And excuse, I don't know what's going on with the feed. But anyway, I'm going to keep going and get on off so you won't have to have that that interference that I'm receiving right now. Can't figure out what that is yet. But in any event, thank you so much for watching Who to Watch It. I just want to say that this is going to be a very, my next coming on with the NFL is I wanted to address, remember I told you that I believed out of the teams that were in the 8 to 16 on last year going into the playoffs and whatnot, they were going to be come back with a vengeance. Well, we see Philadelphia. We see some of these teams that really have like come back. We knew Kansas wants a three-peat. I thought they were going to try to match the Dolphins, but they lost the game, so they can't do that. No one has done that yet. But still, it is just going to be so exciting to see us going into these playoffs and to how these brackets fall and who goes where. I know there are still some teams, like I mentioned last year, that have never played in the Super Bowl. So I want to see if someone new is going to be in the Super Bowl that's never been there before. And then I also want to see if Kansas can pull a three-peat. That would be, a really good part for them to do, that would be really something for them to achieve. However, I believe once they do this repeat and they've got that history, they're going to have to look for something else to make them, their feed even greater. And but I want to see some new players in there, and I definitely wanted Philadelphia to go back because I thought that was a good game when Philadelphia and the Kansas City played. That was an excellent game to me. So we'll see what happens. We have a lot coming up now because we're gonna, and then Russell Wilson has changed over to Pittsburgh. They're doing well. The Ravens are doing well. I just am just having a field day with how these teams have just kind of taken shape, and some have been consistent, and so it's going to be interesting to see. So going forward, for right now, I'm gonna do some more detail on these 2 and 3 way players to see if there's anything's more current with some of the players, and if they may play it, but they may have not been playing it with their teams. I'm not sure. So we'll focus on that. Keep watching. Just keep watching me grow with this. Yeah, I started out as a little hobby, just wanted to, get into, the football part, more so college, I said. But then I said I'll add the NFL. And now, with me finding all of this new information, I'm excited. And I will continue to start bringing you new content that's not out there. I know what the analysts are doing. I'm not going about positions. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in the numbers, who caught how many records. Not. I want to see some of the things that's not being reported. And to me, this is one of the ones. Now, it may now that Travis Hunter is coming forward, the league may start looking at more of that and showing who's out there, and there may be other players on other teams. One of my favorite team members coming in as a draftee this year was Coleman, and unfortunately he got hurt. So I'm not sure when he's coming back in. And we're praying for all these players that have gotten hurt, from Lawrence to all of them that have had. I mean, it's like every week I'm like, what is going on with all these players getting hurt like this? So I'm really praying for safety for all our players. This is a great game. We love it. We want you to be healthy. We want you to stay healthy. So we just hope that everyone can still play the game without a lot of injuries. And that I'm gonna sign off for the top 5 famous 2 and 3 way players in the NFL, and then also the top 11 players in the NFL that has been reported for 217. I think I started all the way down to, from 217 all the way down to 1993. So I'll be coming back with some more information. I'm definitely going to do another one for college, and I've got to cover college, so I'll be covering college in the next. You'll see another feed coming out on Wednesday for college. We've got to cover some of these championships and some other things that's happening with the college. So thank you for signing in to Who to Watch Sports. And I have done so much with the football. Basketball has already started, so I've got to hurry up and kind of, we've got to hurry up and get our data and whatnot going forward, even though they play a little bit longer and they play more games, so we'll follow them. And then I've still got to cover Coco Golf, with her, what she's doing, and some other things in tennis, and looking at some other sports as well. So we're just looking forward to exciting, and as we end 2024, going into 2025, it's going to be really exciting what we come up with in 2025 as well. So thank you again for Who to Watch Sports, and leave your comments. Let me know what you think, and we're going to kind of expand it so that you can have more interaction with us going into the new year. Take care. It's good to be with you. Have fun. Enjoy the game. And players, you all stay safe. And yes, challenge yourself. Whether you're going to be a 2-way, a 3-way, or even a 4-way player. Come on, let's bring up these numbers and bring it current and have some new people coming forward in the NFL that's being spotlighted for this major achievement. Major achievement. Take care.